Okay, we start this clip with a public service announcement from Morgan Reagan.
Thank you, Deuce. Yeah. I'll take it from here. So I got a chemical peel on my face. I was like, postseason peel, because King season ended. No, basketball never stops. And when I realized I still have to talk about basketball, I still have to be on camera. So you're just gonna bear with me as my dead skin peels off my face.
Yeah, I think some just flew and it probably landed in my mouth.
It's so gross. Okay, talk about what we just witnessed.
Morgan, it's not often I get excited for preseason basketball, right?
Yeah.
But this did not feel like a preseason game. WNBA edition, the Indiana Fever taking on the Dallas Wings in Dallas tonight. A close game down the stretch. The crowd was sold out. They were into it. Why? Caitlyn Clark's WNBA debut tonight. She finished with 21 points in the game, 6 of 15 shooting, 5 of 13 from 3, 4 of 5 from downtown, had 16 points in the first half, but the Fever lost this game. Let's start with Caitlyn Clark. Your first impressions of seeing her at the next level.
Composed, confident.
The same thing?
Looks like she belongs. The same exactly, except now she even has better talent surrounding her, but now she has another challenge of veteran talent coming at her, of people being like, no, young one, this is not your league, this is still our league. And you saw the physicality come through in this preseason game, and oh my God, did it make this one fun.
Yeah, especially in that second half. I mean, they were denying her. They were picking her up full court.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that makes defending her so challenging is like you have to be locked in because you fall asleep for a second, she's going to pop out, get freed up, get the ball and make something happen. And she's not afraid to take the tough shot. Let's go back to her first half for a second. I was so impressed. I mean, it's stuff that we've seen, but again, we're talking about first preseason game in a new league.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be coming at her. One of my favorite plays in that first half where Natasha Howard, who's one of the best defenders in the league, right, gets switched out to her, is pushing her toward the midcourt line. Caitlyn Clark doesn't panic, does a little cross left, little jab step, 3-ball, boom.
Her footwork, her quick little footwork right there. Because you're exactly right. When she was trying to push her middle, Caitlyn Clark wants to go left. She loves shooting from that left side. It's just the way that her body flows, the momentum, it's just all in one motion. It's a great shot for her. I mean, sometimes it just becomes automatic. It's muscle memory. And in that moment, she still got to her spot there. And then there's other moments throughout even that first half where she was still getting to her spot, getting to her side. It's almost like you're shocked when she is missing shots. Now she was 5 of 13 from 3-point land.
She let it fly tonight, but that's not bad.
And you're seeing though, that's going to be so much of her identity. It's almost like, I mean, obviously you're not trying to compare early on, but it's like, hey, a Steph Curry 3 isn't a bad 3. And this is a rookie in the WNBA where it doesn't matter where it is on the floor. It can be far out there. It is a good 3 for her for the most part.
I think the other thing, big picture wise for the Fever too, is you just see immediately what that 2-man game could be with her and Aaliyah Boston. Obviously, Boston's a tremendous young talent in this league, but you saw the potential with those two. And, Boston can finish inside, but she draws so much attention. Then Caitlyn Clark can get the mid-range shot, and then those two can work out. But there was one play where she found Boston on the short roll, then kicked out to a teammate for a score. So that could be lethal this year for them.
The 2-man game is going to be so fun to watch. And I think first preseason game for Caitlyn Clark. But what you would see from her is, okay, I took the shot, I missed it. My teammate got a second chance opportunity. I'm going to make sure to get my teammate involved in this next one. And if it was Aaliyah Boston setting that pick on her, that 2-man game, she was going to make sure to find a way to be patient, get that ball inside to Aaliyah Boston. Yeah, I mean, her passing ability is beautiful, and I think it's just going to become more and more elevated as they start to build chemistry.
It's going to be interesting, too, to see because, this is one preseason game. You saw the intensity. But, dude, I think other players, they may respect her, and they may respect what she means to the game.
Sure.
But they're also like, hey, we've been in this league for a minute. We're here and we're good, too. She is going to be bumped a lot.
Oh, yeah.
People are going to try to go at her. I think this is just part of it. But the thing with her that you even noticed tonight, like she doesn't back down. She was talking smack back. Like it was good.
And one of the people that were getting straight up into her that then ended up hitting a game winner at the end was Arike Ogunbowale. And she,
dog.
Straight dog. Last year I did one game sidelines for the Dallas Wings and met her. And the first thing I said to Deuce is, I'm just intimidated by her. Like the way she carries herself, it's like she has so much swagger. She has so much confidence in herself on and off the floor. And then you see on the floor on the defensive end, just getting up and people getting up, and Caitlyn Clark being physical as hell.
Yep.
And then on the offensive end, holy shit there at the end, knocking down some big mid-range shots and then a three-pointer to end it.
Like we've said 800 times, it's preseason, right? So
Yeah.
but this didn't feel like a preseason game. It was a tight game. The main people were playing some heavy minutes in this one. That three she hit late. Dude, that was the crossover.
The hezzy crossover back, just getting the defender off of her and creating that space and still not even having that much space. That's what's so amazing about Arike is the way that she is able to shoot with the hand in her face. A contested shot. It doesn't matter if it's in the mid-range. She can create as much as she wants for herself. I mean, we saw her go baseline and she's floating away and hitting that baseline jumper. You and I saw in the background, you see a ambassador or security guard just going, bop. Like they just know her form is so pure. You see what she's able to do with her handles. Beautiful.
3-time All-Star. She's legit. One other note from this game, Dallas Wings side, Jaylen Brown. Gonna be honest, had no idea who Jaylen Brown was before this game.
And no, we're not talking about Celtics, Jaylen Brown.
They both went to Cal, though.
I know.
So Jaylen Brown, who went to Cal, graduated, 2020? Mm-hmm. She's been playing overseas. I guess she's dealt with injuries, signs a deal with Dallas, gets an opportunity in this one, and look, she comes out 21 points, 5 rebounds in this game. Yep. She's knocking down open threes, but I was impressed with some of the shot making she had in the mid-range. We're talking about tough contested shots from her.
Yep, contested. I mean, another player hand in her face, and she was able to make some of these tough shots. And even when she was out there, first when I saw her have that good first half, because I didn't know exactly who she was, Cheryl Swoops started talking on the broadcast about how, she's going to make this roster, right? Because she signed a training camp deal. And I'm like, okay, maybe this is just a good game from her. What are we seeing? Then you just see it throughout her 30 minutes of play. Like, she belongs. She's a rookie in this league at 25 years old. She belongs.
She has the experience playing overseas too.
Yep.
So if you had a chance to see this game, what did you think? And if you didn't, go watch the highlights. Number 2, what are your expectations for Caitlyn Clark year 1 in the WNBA? Let us know in the comments below. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe.
Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo.